Barcelona's preparations for the new season officially begin on July the 10th. Expectations are sky high. A new manager, new realities, and new hopes for players who dream of making it in the first team. Today, we will tell you about Barcelona reserve players who might surprise everyone in the upcoming season under the guidance of Hansi Flick. Hit the like button if you support Blaugrana, and let's dive into it.
Here we go.
Marc Casado is one of those footballers whose role will increase significantly next season, from Barca Atletic captain to a first-team rotation player. This was the role the Spanish Goliaths management offered him when signing a new contract that runs until the summer of 2028. Marc is a product of the club, a player who occupied two positions in the 2023-24 campaign at Xavi's request. Right inverted defender with constant shifts to the center of the midfield, and defensive midfielder, a position that is native to the 20-year-old. Like any La Masia graduate, he possesses an outstanding passing ability and has a good understanding of the system of play used by the Catalans. Among his advantages are leadership qualities. There is a reason he is the captain of Barca Atletic. The guy's high class was noticeable even before the 23-24 season, while he was also recommended by many to join a La Liga side on a loan deal in order to gain the necessary experience of top-level games. However, Casado decided to compete for his place in the first team, and he eventually got there, making 4 appearances. Sure, these were not the numbers of Yamal, Kubarsi, Ford or Guyu, yet the youngster still managed to make a name for himself. While performing for Barca Atletic, Casado acted as the team's sole leader, giving his best in the battle for promotion to the Segunda's second division, which was eventually lost to Cordoba. Just look at him crying after losing in the second leg of their promotion playoff final. This guy will fight for Barcelona for all 200%. Marc is a real cooler, and for Barca, prospects like him will always be the type of players the first team needs. In times of financial problems, it is these graduates with a heart for the club that will bring Barcelona back to the top. By the way, here's what Casado said after inking his new contract. This is every little kid's dream. Marc is obsessed with Barca, and he will do the impossible for them. Hansi Flick has been monitoring Casado for quite a while and was impressed by his capabilities. It was the new coach who insisted on promoting Marc to the first team based on last season's results. So get ready to see a new monster in Barca's midfield in a problematic position. Or maybe we will see the Kimmich's reincarnation at Barcelona if Casado will be operating as a right back. Anything is possible. Sky is the limit for this young beast. Marc Bernal. Remember the name. This 17-year-old is destined for greatness. Here are a few facts about this beast. Before the start of last season, Joan Laporta included Bernal's name in the list of footballers who could potentially replace Sergio Busquets. Marc immediately leaped through the juvenile level and was transferred to Barca Atletic. Throughout the season, the player made 36 appearances, scoring 2 goals and delivering 6 assists. He took part in the U17 World Cup and the U17 European Championship. Bernal made his debut in the UEFA Youth League at the age of 16 and became the 3rd player of his age to achieve this feat after Lamine Yamal and Gabriel Fernandez. He is recognized as the main progress of the season in the Barcelona fan community. Is this not enough for you? Well, it's enough for us to realize that a new diamond is emerging, which could soon take its rightful spot in the Spanish Giants' first team. Bernal can cover 2 areas in the midfield: defensive midfielder and central midfielder. His style of play is very similar to that of Real Sociedad's Mikel Merino. Hansi Flick, by the way, is pretty impressed with the latter. But why spend money when the youth squad has his Dragon, whose prospects may be even higher? Marc feels most comfortable when positioned as a box-to-box midfielder, having freedom of movement on the pitch and shocking the opposition with his involvement in attacks. His strengths are anthropometry, physique, passing, creativity, and shooting. Bernal will do well in Flick's traditional 4-2-3-1 tactical formation. He is at his best when paired with a more defense-oriented midfielder, similar to how he performed at Barca Atletic alongside Marc Casado. However, there may be attempts to transform him into a new Busquets for the first team. Hansi Flick is counting on the lad and will certainly give him a chance during the pre-season tour. 17-year-old center-back Andres Cuenca could become another sensation in the upcoming season. The young Spaniard was on Hansi Flick's list of footballers who are ready for the first-team promotion. Moreover, the Barcelona media wrote that the new boss was so stunned by Cuenca, one of Flick's representatives wanted to promptly transfer Andres to Bayern Munich. Nevertheless, the German manager has already spoken to the young talent and assured him that he will give him opportunities in the first team in the new season. Cuenca is among those who are expected to go to the preseason training camp in the United States. As of this moment, there is a fairly high likelihood that Cuenca will spend the next campaign in two teams. He will be even more involved in the first team, as well as staying at Barca Atletic's roster. The left-footed defender shares qualities very similar to that of Eric Garcia. Like, his passing level is impressive. He could even potentially replace Inigo Martinez in the club's main roster. Barcelona highly value the player's potential and believe that he and Pau Cubarsí will be the regular center-backs of the squad in the long run. Wow! Gabriel Fernandez is poised to develop into the next big thing for the first team. Basically, the 16-year-old midfielder is considered by La Masia coaches to be the second only to Lamine Yamal in terms of talent, which is saying a lot, isn't it? Now, Barcelona are working on the first professional contract for the La Masia star, and the boy's agent is, guess who? That's right, Jorge Mendes, who snatches up academy beasts at a glance. And if your agent is a Portuguese super agent, then there's only one thing left to say: this player's potential is extremely high. To understand how amazing this young man is, we should add that Pep Guardiola is keen to see Guile at Manchester City. Not to mention this year's Champions League finalist Borussia Dortmund sleeping and seeing Fernandez among their club's talent pool. That said, Barca have a development plan for this football monster, who is already one of the leaders of the Spanish U17 squad, having netted 4 goals against Germany. In the next campaign, he will continue his progress at Barca Atletic, and there is a high chance of him making his first-team debut soon. Experts predict Guile will follow the Pau Cubarsí's path, with a 6-month spell in the second team and then playing for the first team. Guile is an attacking midfielder who can easily occupy the central midfielder slot, but his main strength lies in his focus on goal scoring, as well as his ability to escalate situations while attacking. His prototype in the first team is Pedri, though Guile is an even faster performer. And if his progress continues, Pedri will have a hard time against the upcoming star. Fernandez would fit perfectly into Flick's formation as a central attacking midfielder, but for now, he is an option for the future. Dani Rodriguez may explode under Hansi Flick's tutelage. The 18-year-old winner, whose trump cards are speed, dribbling, creativity and versatility, will surprise absolutely everyone in the upcoming season, especially if he extends his contract with Barca and continues his development. Dani was one of the stars of Barcelona's U19 squad in the UEFA Youth League, making 7 appearances during the season and delivering 4 goals plus 3 assists. Rodriguez was also among the best dribblers in the tournament. On average, the Spaniard dribbled 9+ times per game. His goal against Mainz in the knockout stage of the competition was something from the other world. Just look at this run! Moments like this are exactly where you can notice the player's absolutely insane potential. Two-footed, fast, creative, and athletically aggressive. Just the type of guys Hansi Flick adores. So don't be surprised if you find the versatile winner in the starting 11 more often in the next season. Interestingly enough, the player who totally shocks Barcelona fans and the entire football world is Noah Darich, the German top talent whom Barca bought right after the failed move of Arda Güler and on whom the Catalans are planning to make a very big bet. Captain of the German U17 squad, European champion and U17 world champion in 2023, Noah has it all. Upon signing the lad, Blaugrana inserted a €1 billion release clause in his contract, which is a telling illustration of how Darich is valued at Barcelona. Hansi Flick is a huge fan of the youngster's talent and sees him as Barcelona's version of Jamal Musiala. In our opinion, Noah Darich could be the first team's greatest sensation in the new season, as the German is not expected to do much after his first, not entirely successful season at Barca Atletic, where Noah had a lot of problems with adaptation. No doubt, Darich will be invited to the preseason training camp in the United States, and then everything will depend on the top talent. If Flick finds the right words for the team, then perhaps we will all witness the birth of a new wonderkid. The 17-year-old footballer is capable of performing in several positions: central midfielder, central attacking midfielder, or right winger. Flick's presence in the team and his belief in Noah can seriously push him up the hierarchy of Barcelona's top talents. So in the new season, the whole world will be singing odes to Barca's emerging prodigy, Noah Darich. Guys, what do you think of it? Which of the Barcelona reserve players will be able to surprise us in the next campaign? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. Leave a like to this video if you found it interesting, and be sure to subscribe to our channel Fanatico. Stay tuned as things get even more interesting.